Welcome, Aries. This is Regina of Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Capricorn reading. The full moon is going to be occurring on Monday, July 3rd, in the very early morning on the west coast of the U.S. So I am preparing an extended reading following this reading. I know that I did that with the last series of readings and they were unsuccessful. My apologies for that. And this is an experiment, so I'm running at it again. This time I'm pretty sure I'm going to be successful. I saw that a number of you visited my site and unfortunately weren't able to get readings. So we're going to try again. Let's get started with your overall energy, Aries, for this reading. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is describing your energy as being very clear about your path of travel. You're very clear about the direction you're moving and what it is you want to accomplish. You are learning to speak clearly from your truth. You're definitely learning to set clear boundaries and to say no, and you're experiencing this as an incredible liberation, a lightening up, a sense that your truth, your no's, your resistance to encroachments into your space, your area of expertise, as being fluidly responsive by you. Your ability to clarify your boundaries, block any intrusions into your space is coming more and more naturally to you. I can imagine you even are surprised sometimes at the way in which you are able to say no, to affirm your boundaries appropriately, to repeat that to those habitual offenders, particularly your intimates or family members who come to expect certain things from you. And as you have often complied in the past, this transition is difficult for them. But you are strong, you are clear, you're experiencing the lightening and the clarity of this ability to affirm your space, who you are authentically, and what you can and will do. In the energy for the moon, we have the Lover's card. And in the full moon, this is really affecting your social identity, the way others see you. And it really does bounce back to this idea of setting limits. In this particular case, your ability to set limits is helping you to make choices responsibly, most responsibly to yourself. And it really does conform with this idea that you are clear about those things that work for you, that are in your long-term interest, and that you are able to commit to with an eye to what is going to benefit you primarily. And so as a result of that, your choices are clear. You are in a place where you are making some critical decisions or choices about something. This can be about your work, your employment, your contribution to the culture, to society, and where you can speak the most authentically and make the biggest impact is what is occurring to you now. There may be a sudden deviation or offer to you to do something that is unexpected, but it is in line with what you feel will further your mission, further your contribution, help you to grow and have a bigger impact. But this decision is being made with your long-term interest in mind. And this can have to do with your relationships where you are similarly looking at the way that you're balancing out your relationships, how the reciprocity and energy of give and take is balanced. In the position for the sun, you have the Death card. The Death card's about your really releasing old patterns that don't serve you. And again, there is a clear theme here that you are clarifying and limiting the space of your expression, your expertise, your area of effort, because you're confirmed in the knowledge that you are on a path that is helping you to grow into this sense of deep alignment of who you are with what you want to do, what you desire. This is really has been impacted by some external losses you may have experienced. It's also impacted with the tremendous changes in your environment, particularly if you're in the same place. You may be experiencing a sense of complete change from how your environment was experienced by you in the past, and how you are seeing the changes impact the culture and the social flavor around you. So this is about you releasing old habits, releasing old association, even old likes and dislikes, so that you are opening yourself up to a new way of looking at the opportunities that are around you, and a kind of liberation that you are again experiencing through this rebirth. And this is what you are perhaps experiencing in your relationships, where difficult choices in the past have become easier and clearer for you as you center your own authentic expression as what is at stake for you, what enlightens you, what motivates you and gives you energy, not the obligations that others have presented to you and that you've complied with in the past. In the present, your present is the Five of Pentacles. There's such a huge environmental change going on for you, Aries. This card indicates that this releasing of the past, this ability to say no to your former acquaintances, even opportunities or family members, intimates, is part of you recognizing that you are no longer in alignment with a core community or system of caring relationships that you have experienced in the past. You are moving towards a place where you believe your needs can be met, and where there is no longer this defensiveness about your adequacy, your ability to do the job, or whatever it is that needs to be done. So there's a sense in the past that you responded to the requests, the demands, the needs, the obligations that others imposed on you as a way of compensating for a sense of inadequacy or difference that you may have experienced in your earlier life, your family life, your formative years, and you have displaced that sense of inadequacy with a sense that those in alignment with you are now you understand and accept that your relationships are reciprocal. Therefore, your needs for support are supplied without question about the validity of your ideas, your experiences, or your desires. So you are moving away from a place of what's often called the poverty mentality into a place of recognizing that you are not only enough, you are more than enough, and that you deserve the support and assistance that you request, that you need. And you are able to seek that among new associates, other communities, other tribes, other circles. In your past, we have the Nine of Wands. This feels like it's about your health, and your level of exhaustion, in part as a result of these major shifts that are occurring within you and in your external environment. But you have labored for a long time to meet the expectations and obligations of others. You have relinquished that and rebelled against that. You've resisted that at times, and that's only made your sense of obligation more and more difficult to carry on. You have completed all the obligations that have been imposed upon you. You have struggled. You have done everything possible to support a community circle, family members, or partners who look to you for guidance. But you are now, you're not giving up on the mission or the goals that you've established for yourself, but you realize that you are close to closing out the cycle. You have gone as far as you can go, and that victory or completion is close at hand. But this has taken a tremendous toll on your health, on your vitality, so that you are in need of stepping back, stepping away, really tending to yourself, nurturing yourself in a way that can allow others to support you. And this can be new to you in many ways. In the present, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is showing your characteristic passion, determination, and energy. You're fueled up by the sense of mission, exploration, discovery, where this new project or experience can take you. You are able to motivate others, but also to magnetize the energy that you need to receive the supplies, the support that you've been looking at historically and perhaps not receiving from the expected places. You're able to go out and get that energy outside of the old tribal circle that you are familiar with. This is part of your exploding your world, rebirthing your world, really making those longer range decisions and choices that are going to benefit you. I'm going to clarify the Sun card, the Lovers here, with the Crow deck. And they've already been shuffled. So I'm clarifying the Lovers with the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. We have a King and a Queen of Wands. So this is talking to me about balancing out your resources and understanding that your ability to assert your needs and receive the effort, the rewards of the effort, and of obtaining those goals has created this incredibly profound foundation for what it is that you want to build. This is something concrete, something practical, something useful to others, something accessible to others. But you are recognizing that you have what you need to independently rebirth yourself, your project, your enterprise, your goals, in a way that will have the impact that you seek. You are perhaps in a very powerful relationship, and indeed this reflects a relationship within yourself, but it also reflects your relationships overall. And this is that strong, clear partner or group of partners or collaborators, co-creators that understand your vision, that are desirous of growing in the way that you're growing, exploring and discovering what is new, where your passion can take you. And I'm going to clarify the Death card here with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Interesting. So there's a lot of beautiful energy coming from your past, a lot of revisiting your past, revisiting old friends, connecting with old friends, happy memories where there was no competition, judgment, or expectation. This beautiful energy is allowing you to let go into the moment of the memory of former friendships that have not died, have not gone away, even if members of those friendships or those communities, those tribes have passed on, have moved away. What is clear from that is the multiple opportunities and options that you are able to explore as a result of these relationships, the many gifts that they have given you, the many gifts of your beautiful memories of a happy past. So you are aware that many of these options are as much about the instant gratification and satisfaction of repairing what has been lost, making up for, trying to fill up or fantasize a completion to the endings of many of these relationships that may be no more. But this is you as well recognizing how much you've grown, how much the things that you used to do for pleasure, for fun, for recreation are no longer attractive or even beneficial to you, and how you recognize that. Having persevered through that in the past, you have weathered all the storms of your nostalgic associations, your past friendships and events, memories, opportunities, and you now feel perhaps even overwhelmed by the options that feel unavailable or out of reach to you, most possibly for very good reasons. I'm going to clarify your future card with the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So the Nine of Pentacles is really showing you in this very comfortable place as you move forward into your future, making decisions based on your desires, your passions. This is another four that you have. The Four of Wands being the establishment of a community or a familial foundation of growth and development, of evolution. So this can be for those of you that are teachers or community workers, ways of establishing a community center, a place to support students, a way in which people can gain licenses or certifications that you are able to facilitate. But both of these indicate a powerful foundation for growth and expansion. This may be something that you're working towards, something you'll be experiencing. This is also another nine, and the nines here are moving from a place of supreme effort, exhaustion, grueling perseverance, to this place of economic independence, financial freedom, where you stand in your own space, where you stand on your own. And it's particularly interesting to me that you have the King and Queen of Wands, indicating in a particular way this really strong partnership that mirrors this capacity you have as an independent agent. So here in you're moving towards a future where you are a solopreneur within your relationships. This does not mean you're a bachelor, does not mean you're without love or companionship in your life. What it does mean is that you are solid enough within your own skills, your own efforts and development. You've reaped the rewards of the efforts that you've tended, and that you're now in a position to invest in others. And so if you are in a relationship, you may be what we sometimes call in early childhood education kind of parallel play that toddlers engage in, where you are moving together in your own sphere. You're playing alongside of one another, sometimes interacting, sometimes not. But that's a very beautiful image to me. Of course, you're not a toddler, you're an adult, you're a grown up, and your experience of independence, creative independence, as well as economic or financial independence, is really being enhanced by the acceptance and the support of another or others who accept you for who you are and honor your desire to grow, move forward in this impassioned way that expresses a care for community. I'm going to pull an oracle card, and I hope this has been resonating for some of you Aries, for all of you Aries that are hearing me. And I've pulled the aquamarine card. And the key word is communication. I communicate with ease and grace. I look forward to seeing you at the extended reading, which I will now create, this time successfully. And if this is where we part, I appreciate your presence, and until next time, Namaste.